Hey everybody, this is Roberto Blake of robertoblake.com, helping you create something awesome today. So today I want to talk about graphic design. I want to talk about choosing your career as a graphic designer. There are a lot of different paths you can choose as a graphic designer, and they're going to depend on your unique skills, how you want to go about your education, and what kind of job you want to do day in and day out for a living. Some of the more obvious career paths for graphic designers are to be a logo designer, or to be a web designer, or to be a print designer. These are kind of usually the trinity, the staples that everybody, kind of puts themselves into. But there's actually a lot more to it than that, and I want to dive into this just a little bit to give you an understanding of what might be available for you. Let's go ahead and start with something basic. If you're a logo designer, you're probably going to need some skills in illustration. It's not absolutely necessary, but you will probably be paid better, and you probably will advance a lot easier if you have traditional drawing skills. If you lack traditional drawing skills, but you have a good sense of design, you have a good sense of layout and typography, then maybe you will be better as a layout or print designer or a production artist. You could be somebody who works on doing marketing collateral for companies as an in-house designer. So that means that you could work at an IT company, you could work at a startup, you could work at a law firm, and you could be designing their internal materials. You may or may not have to do any logos, but you will most likely be doing letterhead, branding, anything that needs to go out in terms of print, maybe even advertisements for them locally. So these are things that you would be doing. You could even end up doing billboards, and that could actually be really interesting. And if you're going to do that, you'll primarily probably be working with Photoshop and InDesign. Obviously, you can be a web designer. This means that you'll have to learn HTML coding, and you'll have to learn content management systems like WordPress. It is possible to design websites without code, but it is the preferred method and skill, and it is what a lot of people hire for. When they put out a job description for a web designer, they have the expectation that you at least know the basics of HTML code and CSS, which stands for Cascading Style Sheets. So you'll want to get familiar with that. I've done a couple of entry-level tutorials here. Also, you can check out things like Code Academy and Khan Academy. Links will be in the description below, and those are places you could learn. Obviously, there are also courses for anything you need to know about design on Skillshare, Udemy, Creative Live. I'll link up a couple of things that I think could be helpful in the description below so you can check out some of those online courses. Some of these are paid and some of them are free. Choosing what career path you're going to go down, again, it has to be about self-awareness. It has to be about what do you want to do day in and day out? What are your skills? If you actually like things like packaging and print, there's a whole side of the industry that is there for that, for you to be a packaging designer, and that could be a really cool niche for you. Within logo design, you could actually pick niches in terms of industries that you want to work in. My friend Alyssa Force actually focuses on the pet industry, and so she does anything with pets or animals, and I think that that's actually really cool since it means she gets to play to her strengths and her interest. She also gets to use her previous background working with animals in her day-to-day design work. So I think that that's a smart move. Do something that you love and that you're knowledgeable about and that you're familiar with. If you'd like me to get a little bit more into individual design careers and some advice on those, one, I do actually have a few playlists covering some things like that, and I'd love to bring some more guests on the channel to actually talk about these things a lot more with me. So hit me up in the comments below. Let me know what you want to know about specifically in terms of different careers. You can ask me individual questions, or you can just ask me to cover a certain part of the industry. Let me know what you're curious about with regard to graphic design and picking your career path. Like this video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. Check out the other awesome content on the channel. As always, you guys, thanks so much for watching, and don't forget, create something awesome today.